boys and girls. 5 minutes to 5 in the morning, and I'm bushed. I'm completely wiped out. And this working nights is not an easy adjustment. Oh my God. Yeah, 6 weeks left of working though. And I get 2 days off to get some things done. And yeah, like I say, 5:05 in the morning, and it's getting bright out now already. I totally love that about living up north in Canada. The sun goes down at 10:30, and by 5, look at this. Right now it's kind of a little overcast. It's usually a little bit, yeah, give or take a bit brighter. But before I go too much further, I want to talk a bit more about van build ideas. Um, or technically, I should say, I want to discuss my current current van and what. God, yeah, I'm too tired to continue. You know what? Let's go to sleep, and I'll come back when I'm a little more focused. So, good night, y'all. Well, now that I'm fully awake, finally, I'm gonna do some cleanup on the old girl, clean out the interior, and I gotta go back to, and of course, a noisy motorbike comes through. Okay, now that it's a little more quieter, we can go back to talking about van life and van building. And that is, here's the things. Number 1, planning. Number 2, researching. Number 3, more planning. Number 4, more researching. I can't stress this highly enough. Do lots of planning and lots of researching, because mistakes will cost more money, obvious. I didn't plan on living out of this van when I originally bought it. When I originally bought this van, the plan was to use this as a storage unit to store all my personal belongings while I lived part-time out of my little blue minivan. I was going to stay with my mom here on Vancouver Island half the time at her place and live out of my other blue minivan the other half of the time, and then search for work and whatever, and to do some traveling in the blue van. However, like anything in life, plans change. Like my friend One Awesome Inch is going right through right now. He is deciding to upgrade from a small van to a larger one to accompany his children. And hey, life is full of plans or changes, and that's just life, right? So the good thing about this van was I got it for a good price. I bought it 2 years ago, somewhere around there, and I paid $1,500 for it. It was very cheap, and I picked it up with the pop top as an option if I was in a bind and needed a backup living vehicle or camping vehicle. And you know what? That's exactly what happened. The other good thing about doing what I did and living out of this part-time is I didn't spend a lot of money to realize that this is what I wanted to do. Like I say, $1,800 is cheap. I could have went out and spent 30, 40 grand on an RV or class whatever home and spent a lot of money doing up interior and stuff like that, and decided this is not for me. And you know what? That wasn't the case. So that's another reason why I say, you know what? Maybe try it in a small van to see if you're comfortable. If you're going to spend 20, 30 grand, then you know what? You want to make sure you can comfortably live this lifestyle, because it's not for everyone. That's for sure. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on too long, and we're going to go into some a little more depth of what my ideas of my next build might be. And okay, boys and girls, it's dark in here. It's 1 in the afternoon, and I'm just waking up. Oh my God. We're in the shade at my sister's campground. I popped up the roof, as you can see, and I'm still trying to wake up. 1 in the afternoon, oh my God. That's a lot of sleep, but I was so tired and needed to catch up. But anyways, I don't pop this up very often, and there you see it. And of course I hang all my clothes up on there. Yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, I gotta wake up first, and then we'll come back. Well, now that I'm slowly waking up, I think I'm going to sand off the wheels on this old girl. I possibly might attempt to paint the rims white to match the bumpers and grill area. I'm kind of going towards that old school hot rodding type of look, or I guess factory vehicles back in the 50s had white bumpers, and the new hot rodding trend is white rims and white bumpers, white trim. And maybe I'll show you a couple of pictures when I get my laptop up and running. And we'll try 2 wheels on one side and just see if I like it or not. Anyway, and yeah, had a nice barbecue chicken with my sister last night. And yesterday was my day off, and today I go back. I have 4 shifts this week. Okay, and so since it's a nice day, what I have done is I popped the beauty trim rings off the tires, and I've started scuffing down the rims. I'm not doing a fancy job, but we're just using a medium grit 3M scratch pad and just scuffing it so we can get some paint adhesion. And you can see I'm taking just the finish off. It's a little bit of surface rust, so what I'm going to do is prime it and let it sit for however long, because I have to go to work tonight anyway, and I'm not going to have time to paint them. So at least we're going to do the driver's side, front and back. And this is what it looked like before. It's got a little bit of surface rust, and it's nothing too crazy because this does get the trim ring. Whether I put the trim rings back on or not, I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens when I'm done this. So I did the front one, and we're going to go on to the back one. How exciting of a day. And one of the best things about being able to do this outside with internet access is I get to watch the Ottawa-Pittsburgh hockey game. Mind you, the camera's picking up some crazy light. Scrub and we will go, scrub and we will go. Hi-ho, the Terrio, scrub and we will go. And that's it. Simple as that. Just giving it a quick scruff and scratch, and to get some kind of bite with the paint. And we're just going to use a cheap white enamel on this. And if I don't like the white, then I'm going to do it highly metallic silver, but we'll try white first. And to show you the difference between primer and non-primered, so there we go, we got that. And after a wipe down with lacquer thinner and spraying with primer, there we go. That's as simple as that. Nothing fancy, but it looks much cleaner.